Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to World of Warships. Today is a topic video, being a channel update, as you may have noticed by the title of the video. But in the background, we're just going to have a randoms battle playing in the Tier 8 Premium Russian battleship Lunin, which I really enjoy playing. So you just get to see some background footage as we talk about, I think I have 6 things in total to talk about. One, just starting off, this is a channel update. I've probably been pushing this video off longer than I would have or should have, just due to some of the things we're going to discuss in the video. Some things I had to just sit down and think about in terms of, the second point of this, just looking forward. What does it look like moving forward and having this YouTube channel? Because I'm always constantly just checking, am I enjoying making the content, which I am, don't worry, not going anywhere. What can I change? What can I improve on? Where are my limitations? Those types of things. So, I'm looking forward. This is kind of where it comes to the growth, right? So the channel now is over 800 subscribers, which I think is really cool. I guess I really didn't have any expectations when I started doing the YouTube videos. I just enjoyed making them on World of Warships content. And, slowly but surely the channel has grown over these past, 2.5 years, roughly. And over 315, 20 videos, probably something like that on the channel as a whole. So, that's been really cool. Then, having the jokes and you all, when you express gratitude for, if it's the upgrade commander build videos, if it's making you laugh, things like that, really enjoy. So my personality is I like helping people, which is also aligns with the job and the career I'm working in. But I just like helping make, the experience a positive experience, because World of Warships can be a very negative experience if you focus only on the negatives. But there are a lot of positives, and to me, that's just the game in general. But primarily, it's the community, right? So the community is what keeps me coming back and playing this game. And it's what keeps me having this YouTube channel and looking forward, right? So that's just really good. One of the things that I guess is kind of the next goal for the channel, which would be our third point, is the monetization of the channel. At 1,000 subscribers. So in order to become a YouTube partner, there's several things you have to check the box on. The two of the biggest things I would say is, one is you have to have 4,000 public watch hours within 1 year, which we have that. I think it's over like 7,000 right now or something. And then the other one is you have to have reach 1,000 subscribers. Concentrate fire on the designated and so target. We have a lot of things check marked. It's just the 1,000 subscribers, right? And I watch what other WoW's YouTube content creators do and non-WoW's content creators. And when sorry, it's my phone. But when looking forward at the monetization of the channel, the last thing I want to do is spam videos with advertisements, that start the video in the middle of the video, at the end of the video. I don't want to like doing that. When I'm watching other YouTube content creators, I don't really care to be full of ads. It just makes me want to go watch something else. And even now, I don't have control. There's this box basically, do you want to turn monetization on or off? But because we're not a YouTube partner program, I'm not 1,000 subscribers yet. That's not a thing. And even I don't know if I have an option I can keep ads off. But YouTube had a change, I think it was last summer, where they will put advertisements on your videos, even if you say no, or even if you desire there not to be. So, when I was going back a while, and I was updating all the timestamps on the upgrade commander build videos, I went all the way back to the first ones I ever did. And some of those, because of their views, having 1,000, 2,000 views, or maybe 2,000, they were ads, and I was like, but I've chosen not to have ads, right? But I don't really have any control of that. And then now they have the newer thing with YouTube as of last year, if I remember correctly. They have the control. They can put ads on your YouTube videos regardless if you say yes or no. That is my understanding, at least. And But when we're talking about the monetization, I don't want to just like, you know, start spamming a bunch of ads and all that. I would like to keep the ads out as much as possible. So that will be kind of interesting to see how that turns up, because there's different options you can choose when you do turn monetization on, if that makes sense. But with the monetization of the channel, I think one of the things I've been thinking about is, do I want to have a Patreon? Some of you have expressed that you would like to support the channel, and I'm really appreciative of that. And I've been kind of, that's what I've been sitting on, like, how do I want to go about doing this, right? Because I've enjoyed making this YouTube channel, making the content. I've not made one penny from over the 2.5 years of having this YouTube channel. But there's more that I would be able to do, we as a community be able to do, if there's that support membership, as an example with Patreon. But I was looking around, and one of the things I have to be conscious of is my time. Because the last thing I want to do is just have, oh, now I gotta go on Patreon and do all these things, and you know, there's just more things come with that. Because I don't play World of Warships. Sometimes I mean, I might go a day or two without playing it, right? There's other things I'm interested in, you know, have a job, have a family, in life and other hobbies. But I think what I want to try to say is right now, I think what I'm looking at doing, and you can give me feedback on this, that's why this is a channel update. I always appreciate feedback and input from you guys, is when you are able to monetize your channel, you can do basically click join. It'll be beneath the video, and then I think on your YouTube channel page, like when you go visit it, and you can join and basically become a member of that YouTube channel. So you'd be an FLT member on the YouTube channel, and everything that I would have to do with that, like upkeep, all those type of things, it's already on within the YouTube studio, and that's a lot easier for me to handle versus having to go to some other website and like Patreon and those type of things. And there's different levels that you can choose, right? So that I could set $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, and usually how it would go is that depending on what level you are, there's more interaction you can have with the content creator, myself. And I don't, there's a part of me that I don't like having all the tiers. Like if I make content, I want it to be available for everyone. One of the examples they gave on this YouTube membership thing is like, you know, I could make community posts on the YouTube channel that only members would be able to see. So maybe if it's something a little more showing you pictures of where I'm traveling to, here in Norway or abroad, or just more things if you want to, I guess, know what I'm up to outside of the game, right? That could be a perk as an example, because I don't have the time to just add all these layers upon layers of different things that I'm going to give you if you become a member and support me at this much money per month, because I've literally do this YouTube channel. I've been doing it as a hobby, right? My job at times can take a lot of time. I have a family. Eventually, there's just going to be more things added on. So for me, the content I produce, I'd like it to be available to everyone, but maybe there's just this little layer. If you became a channel member, you'd have access to seeing membership community post, and also access to emojis, which that brings us into what is, you know, becoming a member of the FLT community. If we did this membership through YouTube, you know, it would support the channel in various ways, like giveaways. I think giveaways are fun, but I can't constantly just, you know, be doing a hobby that I'm constantly spending money on. I mean, we've only done one so far. We will be doing one at 1,000 subscribers, and I know I'll be footing the bill for that one, no problem at all. But, you know, that could be more like a monthly or something, some type of fun, engaging giveaways we could do. It also helps me to be able to have the sustainability of, you know, computer equipment, microphones. You know, the PC only lasts so long. It still seems to be doing fine at this point in time. We'll have to see. But, you know, that's to have everything spec like I'd like to have it as I'm learning more about PCs. You know, that costs money, right? It'd also be doing projects like hiring an artist to make these FLT emojis. So we talked about this, I think, back in like December on my Discord channel, where we'd have kind of like a mascot, if you will, but it would be literally like a lunch tray. would be the icon. Like that would be the emoji, like just with different facial expressions and different outfits, balance, wailing, all those type of things tied to that. Because I have some friends who are artists, computer artists. I think they could do it. I haven't talked with them about it yet, but that's something like, oh, if you become a member, like you can help support these projects and these things. And these same emojis could be, I would put them on my Discord channel too, right? So that's kind of where I envision like the joining the membership of the FLT community going with. That being point 4. Point 5 would be I get asked questions about making more content, or can you do this, can you do that? But the level of the content that I produce on the channel is going to stay the same. I always try to keep the standard 4 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I just don't have the time to commit to more videos, because if I make more content, make more videos, it means more time that I simply I don't have. Because I like being able to respond to you all on YouTube comments, and if I'm making more of that, then it's just this almost becomes much more than a part-time job. It becomes a full-time job, right? And I am not a YouTube, I'm not a content creator that this is what they do for a living, right? I just do this as a hobby, and I have other things in life going on. And I thought about, well, maybe what if I committed to 5 videos a week? But at some point I would probably be backing off of that. Because eventually, when Mrs. Flimsy and I decide to have little Flimsies running around the house, right? That's another layer of dying to self, another greater time commitment, right? So that's why I like to try to keep it at 4 videos a week, and then every now and then a 5th video might get thrown in. Something happens, something goes on. Experimenting with those YouTube short videos I just started doing. So that's how I feel comfortable with the level of content right now. There's also this is the 6th point. In terms of the type of content I'm making on the channel, it's balancing the content between what I like to phrase as long-term and short-term engagement. So long-term content that I produce, videos, those would be the new player guide series and the upgrade and commander build videos I do. Those have long-term viewer engagement on the channel. A lot of people appreciate those. And so that's something that I want to keep that type of video series going, something along those lines. So I like having the element where, a video on the upgrade and commander build of the Des Moines, like that video is always going to be relevant in World of Warships, unless Wargaming takes Des Moines out of the game, right? So there's people constantly viewing that. I mean, the upgrade commander build videos are the most viewed videos on the channel as a whole in the series. And I think that's really cool. And that tells me that there are players who want to see that type of content. I mean, when I started making those upgrade commander build videos, I started producing them because I didn't feel like anyone else out there was making the videos and going more into depth detail, on the upgrades, modules, consumables, the commander. And so I was like, well, I could do that as a content creator, right? So that's why I started doing those types of videos. And then the new player guide series, because I felt, well, I want to help new players, right? How to get them off on the right foot. I would have appreciated something like that when I started. And I know some other YouTube content creators have done different things, but I thought, let's just call it what it is. Let's just do a new player guide series. In terms of the short-term engagement videos, those are more like topical, right? So this channel update in, let's say, a month or 2 months from now is not going to be relevant. No one's going to be going to FlimsyLunchTray's YouTube channel and say, I want to see what his channel update 5.0 was. Or no one's going to be coming back to check out, hey, I want to see what Flimsy's video on the Dockyard event for Marlboro, right? No one's going to be coming back to the channel. That ship's already out, all those type of things. So those are more like, they can have a lot of views in a short amount of time, but long-term they don't. So those are like short-term content videos, right? And so for myself, it's trying to balancing, how are you all like, and this is a question, you can feel free to respond to, as how are you liking the balance of the content right now? Because the Saturday upgrade commander build videos, they seem to be sticking really well. The new player guide series seems to be sticking really well. I think at some point I'm going to wrap the series up, but maybe have a video now and then because I'm about to unlock the last access level, being for clan battles and new player guide series. And then maybe these videos aren't phrased as new player guide videos, but it's just helpful, informative videos, right? So it could be something like one of my subscribers, viewers, I'm spacing your name right now, no, it starts with an A, was talking about having more like informative videos on in-game events, right? And so, maybe that's something I can bring forward a little bit more. And then I like Fridays having that as a time to feature a ship. So, we've been featuring Prince Heinrich. This past Friday we're featuring submarines, the Bilal, playing high tiers, Jutland. I like having those type of videos where I can just showcase my playing to all of you. And this kind of helped, where I've used that tied to the Saturday upgrade commander build videos, and this is what I found is helpful with this consumable or with this build. And so that's kind of why that Friday Saturday video combination is they're kind of tied to each other, so to speak, if you will. So with this channel update video, I'd be really interested to hear your feedback. How do you feel the channel is going? If there's something more that you want to see, but just understand that I have limitations on how much content I can produce on a regular basis, because I have a life, I have a job, have a wife, eventually we'll have kids, eventually I have a family, I have family back in the US that I have to keep up to speed with every week. I like exploring Norway, I have other hobbies, so the level of content is going to stay the same, so just keep that in mind when you're giving feedback and stuff. But I'd really be appreciative to know your thoughts on the current content, and also becoming a member of the FLT community, and what that might look like here on YouTube when we hit 1,000 subscribers and the channel becomes monetized at that point. So yeah, I think we'll wrap that up there. So really appreciative. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, please let me know in the comments below. Really appreciate hearing back from you, because if I don't hear anything back from you, I think everything's fine. And then maybe some of you are like, well, actually, this has kind of been bugging me lately, or hey, I want to affirm this thing. I think it's great, because that helps me as a content creator just know what you as subscribers and viewers are wanting to see from here on the channel. And I'm really appreciative to you guys and gals for how far the channel has come during this time. So if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you are subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.